Go ahead and hit start if you haven't already started. Okay. So we've got just a couple organs here I'm going to go through to make sure everybody can see this. Okay. Sitting up top. Okay, we start off right up here with the larynx. Okay. Coming off the larynx, we have the trachea. Okay, you can tell it's got these kind of rib structures made of cartilage. Keeps it open. Underneath that, we have another tube. So when I push that to the side, we have another tube. That tube right there is the esophagus. Okay. Normally, we would also have a little brown structure sitting right up here. That would be the thyroid. Okay. Coming off of that, we have the lungs down here. We have the heart right here. There is another lung that has not been opened up yet, but that other lung is sitting right down here. There's your other lung on that side. This structure right here is the liver. When we open the liver, we kind of move it up to the top. There is a little bulb right here. It kind of looks like a tiny balloon. Okay, that is the gallbladder. Okay, that is going to store the bile, and that's going to send it into the intestine. When we pull the intestine kind of off to the side, we can see this sac right here. So this structure right there, that is the stomach. Okay. On the side of the stomach, we have this little flap. That is the spleen. Okay. If we push both of those up and we take off the membrane, we can see the pancreas. Looks kind of like marbled fat. So that area right in there is the pancreas. Okay. Coming off the stomach, we're going to move into the intestines. So we have this tube right here. This is the start of the small intestine. And that's where I will label it when we're doing the practical. On the back side of this, we can see the large intestine coming off. So right here, this tube right here is the large intestine. Okay. And it is going to travel down. Since we have a female, this will be exposed all the way on the back side. It is the very last tube on the bottom right here. And you can see when I move it, it pulls that intestine. Okay. Running back here, we've got these two large structures right there. Those are the kidneys. Okay. Off of the kidneys are going to, the kidneys produce urine, so they're going to have two tubes. One tube on this side, this is the ureter. On the other side, you can see it. This is the ureter coming off of there. That's going to carry urine. And it can actually, if you kind of tug on it, you can see it's pulling right here on the urinary bladder. So it travels all the way in there, dumps the urine in there. In between those two, we've got a nice blue vessel. That is the vena cava. It's carrying blood away from these up to the heart. And we have the descending aorta. That's the pink vessel. It's carrying blood to these areas. Here, connected to the umbilical cord, we have the urinary bladder and the umbilical artery. Okay. Since it's a female, we have right here, there's an ovary right there. This ovary has been knocked up. It's kind of been moved away a little bit, but that's the other ovary. We have a tube coming off of those. That is the oviduct or the fallopian tube. Good. Those are going to connect down in here to the uterus, which is where babies grow. All right. Down here, we've got three tubes, one of which I already showed you. The one that's top to us, based on our perspective, this guy right here, is the urethra. That's going to carry urine from the bladder on out of the pig. And then right underneath the middle tube, we have at the top, this is going to be the uterus. That transitions into the vagina, and then these guys kind of join together. Okay. And then on the very bottom is the one I already showed you. And that structure on the bottom, that tube on the bottom, is just a continuation of the long intestine, the colon, or the rectum if you want that. Go ahead and stop.